question everything, trust nothing, except your boy CryptoKeeper. Hopefully everybody is doing well today. We are back with Trading Wars. Super excited about the stream today. I want to kick it off a little bit differently right quick today. I want to just go over some wise words from Kamala Harris, some inspiration to kind of start off the stream for everybody. So I want to quote this out. Today is today, and yesterday was today yesterday. Tomorrow will be today tomorrow. So live live today, so the future today will be as the past today as it is tomorrow. I got to tell you guys, this is going to be just absolutely epic. This is fantastic. The direction that we are headed in this upcoming election. The reason you keep on hearing about politics is because it plays into our money. This week, Donald Trump will be speaking at the Bitcoin conference, and I think he's got some big news coming up. I'm super excited about it. Thinking about possibly putting a long in coming up towards the conference. We can talk about that a little bit today as I bring everybody up. If you missed it on Thursday, we had a epic showdown between CryptoFace and Crypto Crow, and Crow took the dub, worked his ass off, did really well trading. Face had a rough day, but he is here. They are all here. Let's start bringing them up. Crypto Crow, how did Thursday feel, bro? Congrats.
I'm always right sometimes.
Always right sometimes. Glad that you are here. We are live trading for everybody that's in the background. You guys can continue to trade if you haven't started already. The Trigger Man, Evan Aldo in the house. What up, Evan?
What is up? Great to be on.
Yo, yo, yo. Who we got? Johnny Crypto. Johnny, good to see you, brother. I know you're traveling, dude. Glad that you were able to commit. I appreciate you. Trade Intuition. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Glad that everybody was able to make it and on time. TradeFly in the house. TradeFly, what's cracking?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm excited about the day. The one and only Crypto Face. You coming here to cause some havoc today, mess with everybody a little bit?
I'm just chilling, man. Hey, but don't be putting no longs in on these Bitcoin events, bro. It always goes. Hey, but you know what? Maybe this one price will go up for once. Shit, I took my first L. The homie took his first L over the weekend. Crow finally won a trade. That's the first time that's ever happened in a long time.
Damn, shots fired. Whoops, I just pulled. I didn't mean to pull your screen there, TradeFly.
As long as I win when it matters, that's all that matters.
That's right. Crypto Blood in the house. Blood, what's going on?
Hey, that Indian lady sure got away with worse, doesn't she?
I'm telling you, bro.
Kamala.
That motivated me, Keeper. I'm gonna win because of that.
Good. I'm glad. I thought that it might. It was an old one, but a good one. Blockchain Crusader. What up, brother?
What's going on?
Glad to see you, dude. And last but not least, more light. The ticker's Bitcoin. What's up, bro?
Good, man. How you doing? What's going on?
Good. All right, gents. You know the rules. You can trade anything you want at any leverage you would like. We will do the shitcoin wheel once during the show for whoever the two people are that have the lowest P&L. I will tell you, we are missing one person today. That is FD White. However, he had immunity this week, so he's traveling. He couldn't be there, but he's actually in the chat. He's flying right now, so you know the rules on flying. They won't let you do live. They won't let you live stream from a flight. So I know he would have if he could have. So chat, glad everybody's here. Smash the like if you haven't already. Follow all of these creators if you're not doing that. Fix that problem, and let's get into it. All right, gents, who wants to give me real quick before we get into the trades? Who wants to give me some analysis on the Bitcoin? Who wants to give me a Bitcoin analysis right quick?
I can do a little bit if you.
All right, let's get it.
Let me share my screen right now.
Yes, sir. Did we drop face on accident here? Where do you go? I think you might have dropped for a second.
And right here, I just shared it, so you should be able to see the chart. So the big thing I like on Bitcoin right now is right here. Little trigger wave on the weekly, which is we have not seen a tight trigger wave, especially when you see the anchor, not really an anchor, but you see a lower wave and then the trigger wave to that. That's usually really bullish. And you're looking at this money flow coming up. Now, this is more of a macro for the next month to 2 months, potentially. You know, in the short term, we could come down potentially before that, but I don't even really think we will because, you know, it's looking pretty good overall, especially when you go to some of these lower time frames. I mean, we just turn that off and be a little cleaner here. The same kind of situation here. So nothing's looking too bad as of yet. If we do get, you know, this 2-day trigger wave coming down, that could be concerning, but your money flow is coming back up. So I do think that this could just be the start of something, you know, potentially a new all-time high up to 80K. And looking at some of these lower time frames, nothing too bad. I mean, you got some bear divs here and there, but healthy corrections kind of on the way up. You could break above 69, you're looking at 71. And then, if you can break through that 71 area, you're off to probably 79 or 80K right there. Last thing I'll show you guys real quick. This is an interesting chart. Bitcoin versus the DXY. Now, the reason this is important is because when you look at this, you zoom out, we still technically have not made a new all-time high. This is factored in for inflation. That was the all-time high here in November 21. Got close to it, still haven't made it. And then if we look at the 4-year cycle here, I think I drew it out. See this area? This was between the old new all-time high from the new all-time high after the next bear market. See how it made that new all-time high there, then the new all-time high? If we move this over, it's that distance. That would correspond right to around the next couple of weeks, potentially hitting 80K, potentially making a true new all-time high adjusted for inflation. So
is that approximately, Evan, what the new all-time high would be adjusted for inflation, around 80K?
It would be, I don't know the exact, it would be slightly higher than what we hit. So let's look at what we hit just on the regular Bitcoin versus US dollar. So it would be, we would need at least 75, I think. I think we would need 75 or more. That's my estimate of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, I appreciate that, Evan. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of price action we get going into the event on when's he speaking? Is he speaking Saturday? What day is he speaking?
I could be wrong, but I think it was Saturday from what I heard. I don't know if anybody else knows.
Yeah, I saw Saturday too.
It's Saturday. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You can pay 300 grand, I think, to meet him, and it's like 60,000 for a photo op. I don't know if it's true, but someone was asking me, like,
what?
Are you gonna do that? And I'm like, no. I think
hell no.
It's 200,000 or 300,000 for something like a private dinner with him. I think there's like a 60K photo op thing with Trump too. But I'm bringing my Trump book to get it signed. So
yeah, I mean,
imagine he'll make a little trip back to the whale section. So
I was about to say, with the whale pass, bro, you got to assume that you might have the opportunity to kick it with him for a minute, or at least
Hey, you know what else they have there? That I mean, I didn't do it, but they have the people that stick you and give you vitamins, right? But they just have like these little stands holding them up. I'm like, man, with all these fucking nerds around, like there's people everywhere. What if someone trips like on your thing holding this needle in your vein? This could be a very dangerous situation. So I'm not getting any needles stuck in my arm for vitamins at the whale event. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, don't get too drunk.
Everybody been drinking a little bit too much.
That's different. That's different. I probably will do that.
Don't get too hungover, I should say. Don't need to get the IV.
Let me real quick just shout out the sponsors. Shout out to Fairdesk. Thank you very much, Fairdesk, for providing all the liquidity for the traders. Super excited about everything you guys have been doing. We got the dashboard up and running. Glad to see that. I can see Evan Aldo up on top right now. I'll continue to show you guys the dashboard as we get into it. But Evan Aldo is up on top right now. I can see that. This updates every, I think, about 10 minutes with closed trades. So I'll keep an eye out on that. Shout out.
Who's making trades, man?
I'm gonna get into it just a second.
You know,
Shout
I'm
out.
in a trade.
Bloods
Or two.
in the chat.
Or three.
Hold on, Face. I gotta thank my sponsors.
Tell us
bruh.
now. Tell us
Hold
now.
on a second. Hold on. Shout out to TONALD. TONALD on TON. If you guys are looking to figure out, an opportunity over on the TON ecosystem, it's TONALD.io. And then shout out to the gentleman interrupting me, Market Cipher, Crypto Face himself, for giving us the indicator of choice for the show. We appreciate it. All right, now let's get into some trades, fool. Blood.
I just want to know if Face is going to go 100x on the rest of his bag today.
Hopefully I don't have to. But I'm not afraid to do it.
That's right.
I know you're not.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, that was a rough day.
Desperate times.
It's
Call
like
for
you're
desperate
down almost
measures.
$4,000. I'm like, shit.
Man, that's what happens when I try to trade
Keeper.
Ethereum, bro. It's especially like I've maybe had one, maybe two like positive Ethereum trades in my life. Something about, I don't know, Ethereum. It's like Ripple. It sucks.
What you got, Blood?
No, I was telling you need to check your everyone. Like, how are you doing this? Because this ranking is it looks like it's just in like a rolling P&L, not week to week. So we probably need to have Alan fix that, but you got to set the basis for everyone.
Well, it updates in real time. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
no,
But
it's
you
not.
get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you don't know, like, because
Well, I mean,
Face
I'm
is
doing it
down
week to-
3,600.
I'm doing it
But that
week
was
to
from
week.
last week.
Yeah, I'm doing it week to week. I'm not worried about. Oh, you're saying I got you. You're saying it's not updating and zeroing out every week is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
You might
All right,
need to
I'll talk to
take
Alan
down
about it.
everyone's P&Ls now and then use that as a basis.
Yeah, get rid of my P&L. I hope my shit ain't showing on there. Take me off this fucking list.
Take me off.
Oh, it's
this
showing. You're the big dog down there. See, this is a bottom up economy Face. So you're at the bottom holding everybody up.
That's
with
right.
3,600 down.
Got to have that broad base. That's right.
Broad base, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, seriously, you gotta, take down everyone's P&Ls right now, so you know.
Well, there's no way for me to take them down, but I know
On the list.
Hey, do it now, bro. Do it now.
Do it now.
don't have a way to take them down.
Just go to the screen and write
I'm not-
everyone's.
He means to write
Oh,
it
you're
down.
saying
He
write
doesn't
it down. Write it
My
down.
good, are you Kamala's sister, cousin?
Jesus,
brother,
I thought you were saying.
God
I thought
damn.
you were saying take away everybody's P&L. And I'm
No,
like, what are you
just-
talking about?
just take it down.
Hey,
bro.
she used to
Record
roll
it,
Montel
record it.
Williams. You see her? She was like Montel like took two chicks to like some date, and she was one of them.
I saw that, man. Oh my god. Ooh, man.
All right, Blood. What do you got
But
going on?
So
You got
yeah,
some trades
I'm
open?
in 2 trades right now. I did not mean to show you guys what trade, so I'm taking that away. But I am in 2 trades, one long, one short.
One
We'll see
long,
how it pans out.
one short.
Yeah.
Slong in there.
I'm taking these down.
Schlong, yeah, I'm in the schlong.
I'm taking
Big
these
Slong
down.
Club.
TradeFly. All right, who's in some trades right now?
I'm in one trade. I could show you.
Yeah, pull it. Let's see.
Let's see. Let me go to share it again. Let's see here.
I've got your screen pulled.
Oh, you already got it? Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so you could see it right here. And I'm trying to keep the stop loss and the take profit a little secretive, but you guys already saw it. But anyway, I think we could probably get up a little bit more here. Let me show you what I'm looking at in the chart. Nice VWAP level on Market Cipher SR. Trigger wave, somewhat of a nice wave on the hourly. I mean, you could come deeper into the red, but I mean, the last time we came into the red in this environment, it was obviously what happened there when we came. Yeah, I mean, you bounced off of the support zone. I mean, could come down a little bit lower. There's always going to be a bearish case, but I generally like how the lower time frames are looking. I think we could see a little bit of continuation. I mean, I'll close it out for a profit, if we do see a trigger wave to the downside, like on the 15-minute or maybe even this 10-minute trigger wave forming. But I do think most likely you got a little bit more over the next, half hour to hour or so. We should be able to retest VWAP and make a couple $100 more here, hopefully. So yeah.
Make a couple hundred. Hey, everybody! I did tag most everybody on a tweet. A couple of you, for some reason, I couldn't do it. So if you guys wouldn't mind retweeting that, I'd appreciate it. Let me jump into the chat real quick. Army Piper in the house. What's up, Army? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Said get rid of that Trading Wars banner. I heard you. I took it down. I did not realize that it was covering your boy TradeFly's face. So I got it out of there. Thank you very much for the heads up. Apparently, Trade Intuition is a beast and a legend trader, according to Hilmy. If I'm
Tell you what, not right now, because I tried to go different style this time, and no, going back to my other stuff.
And no, it was not working well for you. Changing it up, huh? Not working.
I got a question for more light.
Hit it.
Are you gonna be fighting again? And kind of like, what did like the BitBoy fight do for like your social media or your career or anything?
Ooh, me? Man, it was crazy. I want to fight again, but I'm not training anymore. I was just doing that to fill in, actually, for like 2 different guys that dropped out. So it was kind of crazy in last minute, but I had to do it for the culture.
Fine. If you
yeah, I haven't
really
fought
want
since.
to more light.
Yeah,
Right on.
like if I want to fight this huge fat guy, but it was actually a fun fight, but it was totally unfair. But it was worth
You
trying.
guys even in the
But
same
yeah,
weight
no, I
class?
mean,
Ooh,
it was-
shots
it was
fired.
bullish.
It was a good fight. You guys stood there and
Yeah.
beat the shit out of each other, and both of you took it. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's
It
a
was
lot of
really
balls
great.
to
That's
do
a way
that.
better fight.
It was good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, someone's got to do it.
But I think what he's asking
yeah,
you
it
is
was
how
just-
did it affect your socials? Like, did you see a spike from it? Did ticker Bitcoin see a spike from it and all that?
Yeah, my Twitter went crazy because I'm not really like about building my following or anything. I just do the coin and that's it. I'm kind of like behind the scenes, but you got to show your face and do stuff sometimes. But yeah, no, my followers went through the roof. I have like 5,000 now, which to me is I had like 1,000 before. So there you go. Yeah, it was cool, and for the coin was great too. We pumped. So always fight for your coin. If you ever get an opportunity, you got to do it.
Always fight for your coin. I like that.
Blood, you can get in a big big coochie outfit. You know what I mean? Just walk around looking like a big vagina.
Yeah, well, we got the candles on deck, so that will be going out soon. You'll be able to smell some coochie if you want to.
Those candles looked epic, bro.
What was the drink in the Tropical Thunder? The booty sweat.
Man, that was a classic movie, man. I got to go back and watch that one.
Dude, I just watched that last week, and I
crazy.
was like, I can't believe this shit was ever a real movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It can never be recreated now, Crow.
Never.
With this politically correct society. So,
all right, let's see here. I haven't heard much from Crusader. Crusader, what's going on with you, bro? You in any trades?
No, not yet. Still just looking around, see what I can find here. Now, not a lot of action happening. Very small moves here and there.
Yeah, been sitting right around that 60K or 67K.
Yo, Face, what happened to your boy Perry, bro?
I don't know. Did you watch the fight?
I did see it.
I did. I felt terrible.
He took the L. You know what I'm saying? Is what it is.
Did he get a nice bonus for it?
Perry, who was that?
Mike
I know he got paid well.
Yeah, hell yeah, they made a bunch of money from that for sure. Obviously, yeah, sucks, but hey, live to fight another day. And he's not a boxer though, anyway, right? I mean,
yeah,
correct,
I mean, it was hang on, let me.
And it was a big weight difference, wasn't it?
Like 40 pounds.
Mean, there's no excuses, you know what I'm saying? But for my boy, I'll make a couple. You know, it was kind of like a last minute thing, 4 weeks out. Mm-hmm. I wish he would have had like a Mike Tyson boxing trainer style, a peekaboo style, like a Isak Cruz, like a Pitbull Cruz style, like a mini Mike Tyson. He also, you know, gained weight for the fight, and Mike is typically kind of like a flat-footed fighter. The ring is typically really small. Tom Brady couldn't throw a football across that fucking ring. That's the largest ring I ever seen. But it is what it is. You know, you get paid. And Market Cypher looked good looking on the shorts. I'm happy with the shorts and happy with the shirt. It's hard to see, you know. I mean, we've all had homies fight and do this shit, you know, in the streets or professionally.
Yeah,
and it's you know, it's hard to see your boy go down. But he didn't go out and drink and shit. Afterwards, like Perry's come a long way, you know, and man, we've been on the team since his first fight out of the UFC. You know what I'm saying?
You've been supporting him for a long time.
Yeah, man. Since we've been able to out of the UFC, and but he's good, and he didn't go out drinking or nothing after the fight because you know that shit. But he takes those punches well, man. He like even at the end when he got dropped, like he didn't really get hit super flushed. I mean, those punches hurt for sure, but like he was rolling as good as he could. And you know, I don't want to say nothing about like any coaching or anything. Like he's close with his coach. His coach is a cool dude, and that's boxing, man. When you go into boxing, that shit's rigged as fuck. There's an A side and a B side, and when you step in with Jake Paul, like that's just kind of how it is. Good thing I was trying to put like 20 grand on it. But the casinos didn't let me do that. I was able to get like $5,000 in, but it's all good. And yeah, I hope. Fuck Jake Paul.
I had a feeling that those 10-ounce gloves were going to pose a problem for Mike, honestly, because his edge is being able to take punishment and then come out at the end. You know what I mean? And like really make people feel pain to the point where they quit, like he did with Rockhold. But those 10-ounce gloves, man, I mean, it's just like pillow punches. Even if you hit really hard, it's just everything takes a lot more gas, and it's not his style. I think it's a style thing. So
and that ring was so big, bro. Like I said, that was the biggest ring, and like for a bit there, like I'm like, he was just kind of walking Jake, and Jake was like backpedaling, kind of like the Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland fight. Like Strickland had him constantly backpedaling throughout the cage the whole fight, and that tires you out. But man, it's I mean, Mike really it was a tough night to watch, but it's all good. You know, he's gonna take his bag, and we got great exposure. Our numbers did really good too. And
I saw the Paul brother. I saw
Jake
Jake offer him a job.
And so that's what it is.
Conor McGregor was calling out Jake Paul too, telling him basically he was a pussy for fighting people that are much lighter than him.
I saw that.
Yeah, and then he replied and said he's hiding behind the UFC's contract. They all love to, you know.
Oh, Conor's definitely doing drugs along with nose jobs and Botox and all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, I like Connor. He poured me a shot of his whiskey at the Perry.
It's terrible.
And Albert
Tastes like shit.
Liked it. You liked it. I thought it was. I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. It had a nice little tiny sweet aftertone, and I could have had another shot. I thought it was good. I thought it was a drinkable whiskey.
Were you already buzzed?
Were you
already buzzed when you tasted it?
I maybe had like 2 drinks before that. You know, I mean, I'm a pretty experienced whiskey guy. Like, it takes a lot
after
to
2, it all tastes the same anyway. So,
but I thought it was gonna taste. I tell you, what tastes better than Jack Daniels. Tastes a hell of a lot better than Jack Daniels. Tell you that,
dude. That Jack Daniels vanilla whiskey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I can't drink flavored stuff like
the honey one. The honey flavor.
I cannot do that, man. Anything with honey or sweets. I try to stay away from sugar. That's why I like Maker's Mark and unsweet iced tea. It tastes like
we're all like most of us are millennials
water
here.
Or dog sweat or some shit. Wet dog.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, totally. You just got to go with the Macallan 12. Skip all the bullshit.
There you go. Now we're talking highfalutin.
Yeah, I'm Chinese. You hook me up with that Macallan shit, bro.
Rodney wants to know what's the go-to whiskey face.
Maker's Mark.
Comfort.
Maker's Mark.
He likes that Southern Comfort caramel.
All right, somebody tell me a trade besides Bitcoin that they're either looking at or currently in, and give me
I am in an Ethereum trade.
Imagine that, Johnny in an Ethereum trade. Johnny, show me what you're doing. Give me a little ETH analysis.
Let's see it, man. Let's see it, man. Help me out. Let's see these Ethereum charts.
Dude, mine is incredibly simple here. I'm just trading off a bounce of support here. Here, let me. We don't want to.
I found it, Daddy.
Time frames, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just on the 15-minute, and we had. Well, thank you. I'm at a. Hootie, hold on for a second here.
You're good, dude.
Oh, we got a little bounce here, but no, essentially just bouncing off of support here. And I've got a dojo, a spinning top candle. And I was like, I'll get in. RSI looks decent on the 15-minute. I'll get out if it ends up dropping below. But I'm up $75 right now, and I'm just going to hold it a little bit. We might see the resistance where it's at now, but we'll see. I'm just gonna hold it, see what it does.
Man, why are you guys all trading so well on this show this season? Like, why is everyone doing so good? Damn.
I'm not.
Because it's Fairdesk, baby. Fairdesk. That's why.
Fairdesk is a really good exchange. Like, I'm not saying that because they sponsor me, but it is.
Yeah,
I like this dashboard. I got to tell you guys, I like the fact that we're able to like check in on it and see, that it's, I can see that trade just executed not too long ago. We can take a quick peek real quick. We can see Evans up about $210.
I'm up 300 now.
Yeah, so it updates every like 10 minutes or so.
What'd you get in on, man?
I just went long on Bitcoin. I just took what I was showing you guys earlier, just the scalp long up to VWAP. I probably should close it out now because there's no way that I'm gonna get it eliminated making $300. But But I think we could come up a little bit more, up to 67,485. It's just basic strategy, man. Just the 30-minute. I could show you on the show my screen if you're able to.
Yeah, got it.
This is exactly, I mean, pretty much, you know, you had the 30-minute trigger wave right here. I think I entered before it confirmed. You know, this is a nice, you know, if you guys aren't too familiar with Market Cypher, momentum waves coming up, your money flow is also generally coming up there, and then prices coming down. And, you know, this is I forget exactly what this point was, but it's a nice SR point right there. And then you have your dotted white line right here, which is your VWAP, which most likely you'll get up to. I mean, if you want to be conservative, if you're already ahead like me, $330, you should be probably, if you want to win the competition this week, should be just taking this profit and chilling out. But I like to be a degenerate.
If you want to be awesome like me, you need
to.
That's right.
But yeah, no, just a lot of basic strategy. I mean, your money, everything looks decent on these lower time frames. You just could also, like, this wouldn't really help you with this, but when you have like a weekly trigger wave, like a rare bullish sign, like it gives a little bit edge to like any long, in my opinion. Some may disagree with that, but I think like just the environment is generally going to be more of a longers environment.
Got it. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about, so Face, you said, you know, not trading off of events, and you know, we have the upcoming event this week. Obviously, you never know, but how's everybody else feeling about like, is there going to be a big announcement? Who thinks there's going to be a big announcement this week when he's?
I didn't say not trading the event. I said price goes down on the events. I didn't say not trading.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah, it typically does head lower during or right after the conference. So.
But what if he makes an announcement? Like,
what announcement could he make?
Well, I heard some people tossing around the idea that he was going to say, if he does indeed get elected, that he was going to use Bitcoin as part of the strategic reserve.
I saw that.
Yeah, something small, like 1% or something. But that's
like a small percentage, but that would be hugely bullish.
Would be huge.
And then number two, I also heard that he was talking about putting Larry Fink in or Jamie Dimon as the Secretary of the Treasury. And I think you could see all sorts of bad and good come from both of those. I could see that going either way.
I'm with CryptoFace, where this stuff's always buy the rumor, sell the news. But just what if this is buy the rumor, buy the news kind of an event, especially with the spot ETF going live tomorrow? Things are looking.
Has that been confirmed?
From what I've seen, it seems like
I've been hearing it too.
Planning on trading.
I didn't know if it was actually, you know, confirmed that it was going to go live or not.
And truthfully, I'm like huge on the fundamentals of what we see, and with Biden dropping out of the race when Trump was in office, rates were cut, people felt more wealthy, their money could go further, and therefore the stock market went up immaculately, and same thing with crypto. And we're probably going to get the first rate cut right before the election. And so I think everything is just screaming bullish, bullish, bullish. So for me, maybe not so much on trading, if maybe smaller leverage, you know, 5x or something, but every time there's a dip, it seems like it is just a good opportunity to start kind of loading the bags on, I wouldn't say meme stuff, but I would say fundamentally, you know, strong projects. And here in Elon is giving Trump 45 million a month and not really asking for much is tremendous, you know? So here's a dude that's like totally for freedom of speech, and not trying to get so much into politics, but crypto follows politics. I mean, like yesterday I was getting on a plane and crypto tanked because we had news that, you know, Biden was dropping out. Boom. Then it started bouncing a little bit once we found out that Kamala Harris was going to be the replacement.
Coochie Harris. Let's call her Coochie with a K. Yeah, man. I agree. You know, politics and money are one and the same. You can't separate the two. Some will even say money corrupts politics. So they're always together. They're always going to be together. And you can't have a conversation about Bitcoin and crypto without having a conversation about politics, in my opinion.
Yeah. and it's hard on social media. You know, you guys hear me bitch about this a lot, but you start to try to tie the two together. And if you say something other than, you know, a lot of these social sites want you to say, they just try to shut you up. It sucks.
Ooh, damn. We just burned through that.
Quick update. Somebody asked for an update. Evan's up $315. Johnny's up.
I'm down as much as Evan's up.
Looks like Crusader hasn't entered a trade. FD obviously is
I'm up about $20 running PNL right now. I know I'm down 7 right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's been kind of a slow start for everybody. Nobody's got a quick runner like Crow had the other day, right?
Yeah, my first trade.
It's hard to get into something within an hour.
First trade, I was down 150.
You said you were down 150 off your first trade. Are you clawing back, bro?
Barely coming up, like $15.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I want to see some big trades. I want to see some big trades. Everybody's got these small trades in. Come on, somebody step on the gas. Let me see.
I trade with the whole bag. I don't know about you guys. I trade with
trading the whole bag.
Yeah. I did it. Yeah,
Race the whole bag.
Whole bag, a lot 5x. Today I'm probably going to trade the whole bag 20x.
I was trying to do that, but it was saying position too large. So I don't know what I was doing wrong.
Depends on what you were trading, I guess, versus what you had.
I think so. Because the last time I wasn't having that issue. I think maybe the coin was too small.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked again. I think all you guys are just bad luck for me. Damn it.
So we're gonna go back and forth with you. It's gonna be you and Paige.
yeah,
and then
he's back in the gulag.
I was wondering about that.
How does that work?
What happens if he keeps going, wins, comes back?
Then we're gonna have a big. Then we're gonna have
finale.
A big
There's gonna be a big party finale. You know what I'm saying?
Next season,
I'm trying my best. Like when I do this, like I feel like on this show I start out rocky. I feel like I always kind of start off a little shitty, and then come back in the end.
Mm-hmm. You did that both seasons that you won. That's true.
I don't remember what happened on the first season, but I know the last season I was on. That was gulag all the way through.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's what I did last season.
They're all thinking that other dude was gonna win. Everyone was thinking that other dude was gonna win or some shit. And you came back, man. You got it. That's good shit.
All right, I just closed out
Back and beat the former
13 of my 15 Ethereum.
What did you say? What did you say, Johnny?
I just closed out. I just limited out of 13 of the 16 Ethereum that I was trading because it feels like I'm hitting a resistance level, and I'm leaving a little bit open just in case it goes out. I don't have that heart melting feeling of like, oh man, I could have made more money, but I locked in stuff for right now, which I'm happy about. Left enough in to where I'll be happy if something goes up, but not enough to really make me feel like super special. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Locked in about $103, so
nice.
That's okay for now.
Can't complain about that. Who haven't I heard from much today? TradeFly, you being awful quiet there, bro. How's things going?
Yeah, that's because I'm upside down right now. Ain't much to talk about.
Nobody wants to talk when they're in the red, huh?
Upside down, inside out. All right.
What am I gonna give you, some TA that's just terrible? Like, hey, check me out. It's red. You know, like.
Word on the street is Crusader is going to be on Piper Academy on Friday.
Oh yeah. He called me out the other day. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Since I'm not going to the conference, we might as well just talk about the conference.
We'll send our condolences. We'll send our love. We'll see how things go. I don't know. It's short this year though, because usually in Miami it's the whole week. This year the first day is Thursday. That's the industry day, and then Friday and Saturday, you know.
Is that a signal of a market top?
Why did it move to Nashville? Does anybody know?
It's cheaper, man. That's a great question, man. I was ready to go to Miami again, but Nashville is definitely cheaper.
Oh yeah.
But aren't those tickets still like $1,500 a ticket or so?
The tickets are still, you know,
less than that. It's like $500 or $600, I think.
I know the rail passes are way cheaper. Like if they're like way cheaper for sure.
The turnout was bad last year in Miami. I think that's part of the reason why they moved it to Nashville. Definitely cheaper to do that. But I feel like the turnout this year, especially with Trump and all that,
probably
going to be good.
Yeah.
Dude,
If you guys want to grab tickets, I've got a link down below the stream. Yeah, shout us out and let us know if you guys are there. We'll be happy to meet up.
I really feel like there's going to be a decent pump as soon as right before Trump talks, just because to have somebody this much for crypto, I really think that even stocks are going to pump. I mean, think about it. Like even right now, today, Bitcoin's been going down, but the stock market has been going up because they're now responding to what happened yesterday with Biden dropping out.
That's a great example, though, of these markets don't always do what you think. I mean, he hasn't done anything good for the freaking stock market. You'd think they'd be celebrating the fact that he's out. I don't ever understand sometimes how some of these sell the news events really work. They don't seem to make sense to me. They seem counterintuitive a lot of times.
It's because it's fucking rigged, bro. That's why.
Man, it's hard to predict the emotion.
At the end of the day, it's rigged.
Market doesn't have to do that. You're getting government subsidies.
Let me break this down for you, Keeper. It's because it's rigged.
It's because it's rigged.
I know.
You got the plunge protection team active.
The plunge protection team.
Well, I'm glad I didn't close out completely of my trade because it keeps going up. But
keeps going and going.
Going and going and going.
I just lost $450.
Oh boy, Crow getting smacked.
Okay.
On what?
hit.
On what? On what?
What was it?
I was just on a short in Bitcoin. I just basically rode all the way to the fucking top. And then as soon as I closed it, well, screw this damn 2-minute chart bullshit.
Look what Army just said. Look what Army just
I'd jump
said.
on the same
He
thing.
said Elon Musk is in Nashville now, and he posted laser eyes on X. Rumor is he's going to be a surprise speaker at the conference. I did not.
Dang,
know.
I changed my profile picture to the red with
I
blue
saw that.
laser eyes.
I saw that.
I must say, laser eyes were very bearish last time when the laser eyes came out. That was the top, but I'm participating and hoping it's not the top for our President Trump.
Yeah.
So I have my laser eyes too.
dude, bear markets usually last 2 to 3 years or so, and we're hitting right around that. And I'm just expecting, especially, I know some people in the chat are saying usually with interest rates go down, but I'm like, dude, the whole supply and demand things, there's so much money just waiting to be borrowed, and they need just it to be cheaper. You know, like I was looking at borrowing on all of my stock portfolio on stuff, but I've got a small real estate business, and knowing that rates were going up, I'm like, I don't need an adjustable rate on $500,000.
Oh, an arm? No, hell no.
Yeah. But usually most brokerages, they don't give you a flat rate. They'll be like, hey, you want to borrow against, your Tesla stock? Well, we're going to give it to you at 2%. But then as rates increase, it's at like 9% right now. So I'm glad I didn't do that. But in hindsight, if I would have done that and bought Bitcoin with it, I still would have been up, but that's over risking it for me.
Yeah. I get offers all the time for my construction business for money. And I had somebody come at me with an offer just like that, Johnny, a while ago. And same thing, the interest rates at the point when they offered it were like, I think they were like maybe 4 at that point. And he was like, hey, just a, heads up, this is an adjustable rate, on this. And I'm like, okay, so what's it go? And he's like, well, it's either 1/4 or 1/2 point above the federal funds rate. And I looked at it just recently, and it was exactly what you just said, Johnny. It was like at 9% now. Obviously I wasn't going to toss it into Bitcoin, even if I didn't end up doing it, but it's at 9% now.
But I'm telling you, as soon as rates get cut, dude, people are going to go start borrowing more money. They're going to go buy that vehicle they want. They're going to go try to buy that house that they want. They're going to
Johnny, I disagree, man. I think when they get to cutting rates, it's over. It's the economy is heading lower, slowing down. I don't know.
But crypto usually pumps
historically
from the move.
It's stimulating the economy with fake money, which isn't never really good because it just creates more inflation. However, there's been no rate cuts whatsoever. There's a lot of people that have purchased cars and houses at this like 7-8%. They're going to try to go borrow against it and either take money out. And, like I'm already planning on taking money out of my houses to go buy stocks with it once the interest rate is lower, because it's cheaper to borrow money right there. And I don't know.
Well, the thing is, they're
Well,
only
I
going to
disagree, but
No,
go for it.
Well, I was going to say they're only going to lower it, maybe 1 or 2 times. It's at most, it's probably going to go down 50 basis points this year. I mean, that's not that much. I mean, a 30-year mortgage is still going to be at least 6%.
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah, over the next year and a half, I would say at most maybe 2%. But I'm super bullish with Trump, with the assassination attempt not happening. I think it's like the only thing that can prevent him from winning is basically manipulation again, changing my vote from one to the other. I don't mean to be, I'm a incredible conservative, but what he did with office, man, everything was pumping. Taxes were lower.
I mean, I like Trump too. I just think I'm a huge supporter. I just think he can't fix this, man. This train is in motion. It's been in motion since really.
Oh, they're prepared to dump it in his lap. They're prepared to dump it in his lap.
And then blame it on him. Be like, look what he did.
Trump.
They're going to try to rug him. There's a rug income.
They're going to rug him, Johnny. They're
but
rug him, bro.
Let the shit rug.
But
That's
who
what
better?
we need.
Yes, we do. Who better to handle the situation than a businessman like himself? I mean, that's how I look at it anyway.
Him and Jamie Dimon, baby. Put Jamie on that seat, baby.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Face is a Jamie Dimon cup. I forgot.
I think it ain't his fault. Hey, he just deals with this shit that the government's doing. He's the man.
I'm busting
that it's like, okay, y'all did this. All right, well, I guess all right. It's the best I can do for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the one making those decisions. The government's the one that fucks everything up. That's how it's always. Government's fucked everything up. Insurance, everything. The government's fault is for doing that shit. Banks just react to it.
Yeah, you are correct for sure.
Hey, Johnny, I got a question for you, bro, with real estate, if you don't mind answering it. But, like, do you just like, rent homes? Are you doing the Uber home? I always forget the name of the app. Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Yeah,
Airbnb is like...
No, I'm not
the Uber home.
The Uber home.
It's, for me, it's too risky because you've got to continuously have people coming in and out. I'd much rather make less money by renting something and have a tenant that's in there and pay a management fee to go do it, because I don't want to do anything with that. I want to just pay somebody $200 a month to $500 a month to go find a good prospect that has a good credit score that I know is going to tear up the house. I know what they're doing in the house, and then boom, I just collect the rent check. But as of right now, buying houses and trying to get a renter in there, it's almost cheaper to go rent something right now than it is to buy something because the interest rates are so high.
Johnny, I don't know. Johnny, don't be putting all that money into real estate, bro. Hit me up about some Caspa mining, bro. That's where it's at. You're gonna make a lot better ROI.
A little bit about
you can do it all, baby.
I only own 3 houses.
You do anything about ROI? Those are the 3 deadliest letters in fucking America. I'm in the Caspa thing. I'm just saying, anyone who says ROI, fuck them. Hang up the telephone.
Hang up on.
No, you need real estate in your portfolio, fellas. You got to have real estate in your portfolio.
I think real estate, we got a few more years. They will correct at some point. I don't.
No, it's going to be the worst. It's going to be worse than 08. But
guys,
still...
no. 08, it corrected by like 20%. Here's the problem with
Florida.
What everyone says.
It's about cash flow, baby.
No, however, for me, a house is just as valuable as a Bitcoin because it's always going to continue to go up in value.
That's blasphemy in this show, Johnny. That's blasphemy.
That's okay. That's okay. You guys can ostracize me right here, but I think it is just as important to own Bitcoin as it is to own a house, because what the status quo is now is to be so poor that you're renting forever. You don't own anything. We see all these hedge funds coming out here and buying up,
driving up all the home prices.
to $120 million worth of houses. New developments are being renters only, right? Everyone is going to need a place to live. You have an asset that's going to continue to go up in value that you can borrow on as it goes up, right? And so, like, I've wrapped my wife's student loans into one of our houses so that, if I ever need to file bankruptcy or whatever, boom, and me paying that stuff off isn't as it's not considered income because I borrowed against one of my assets. But anyway, my point is when people say that like, oh, I'm going to wait for it to crash before I go buy a house. Well, I'm like, the last house that I just bought, I got $150,000 off because interest rates are so high. They didn't have anybody wanting to line up and buy it. And so I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to give you this price. I want a fence. I want you to do the landscaping. And, you know, we negotiated, but I was able to do stuff during COVID when interest rates were at 2% and they had 80 people looking to buy a house. I had to pay 75 grand extra to win something. Right. Yeah. And so my point is, it's a supply and demand thing. Rates are high right now, but you can get a discount on stuff. When rates start getting lower, price is going to increase because demand is going to increase. So truthfully,
but also, Johnny, if we see another crash, you better have cash on hand because you're not going to be able to get a loan for that. So, you know, money is going to dry up. If we see an 08 situation, you're going to have to pay cash for that property. So that's the whole thing.
But let's think about like most hedge funds or anybody that pay cash for stuff. It's not cash. It's borrowed money from somewhere. They're borrowing it against some other.
Well, I'm saying as an individual investor, like if you're waiting, say I'm going to wait and buy a home, and when it crashes or when stuff comes back, well, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to get that loan.
Hey, just real quick, we can continue this conversation, but just real quick, I want to announce the 2 Shitcoin wheel contestants that are coming on right now. And drum roll, please, the 2 Shitcoin contestants for the halfway point of the show. We've got about 40 minutes left in the show. Are Crypto Crow and TradeFly. So let me congrats, gents. Congrats.
I don't know if
I haven't even closed the trade yet.
Well, if you haven't closed a trade, I don't know how you're down $222.
Yeah, it's taking it like live of where I'm
at.
It
is. Yeah, no, it can't be. Because I'm up.
It's up every 10
like
minutes.
30 minutes.
Boy, it's down, boy. It counts, boy.
It's
That's cool.
it
I'm
must
down,
be.
I'm down
It's up
whatever.
to. It's
Like,
up. It must.
hold
on a second. It must be updating every 10 minutes, no matter whether you're out of the trade
no
or
matter
not.
what.
No,
it's
you haven't
not.
closed it.
It's not
100%. I haven't closed a trade, bro.
Well, he hasn't closed a trade, and when I wrote his numbers down at the start, he was at 0 blood, so it is updating like that. It is.
Yeah.
Why isn't it doing it for me?
I don't like you.
Blood, I don't like me.
Blood, it shows you.
P&L.
Blood, it shows you that you're down $2.43.
Give it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I just updated it. Yeah, it's updating. At any event, okay, cool. Let's let me pull
That's
it.
cool. Let's do it. I'm down.
Let me pull it real quick.
Give me something to do. I'm bored right now, watching my money go away.
Watching all my money disappear. All right, let me. Well, maybe. Hold on a second.
I was up $300 again, and I just let it go.
My whole screen froze there for a second. Here we go. All right, cool. Let's get it. I will go to you first, TradeFly. Let's spin the wheel. Let me hide this. Boom, bam, slam. Here we go. $10,000 is the amount that you'll put in the trade. I don't care how you get there. That is the amount that you'll be trading. And TradeFly, you've got Pepe and Crow. You will be trading Bonk. So Bonk for Crow, Pepe for TradeFly. You guys got 15 minutes to get in and out of the trade. So at 2:06, you've got to be out of these trades. So figure out how you can make that profitable. You got it.
Oh man.
Good luck, Crusader. You how you feeling, bro?
Bro, I jumped into a trade. I was profitable, but it was a high leverage trade. So like, even though I limited out, the fees still got me.
Oh, because you had such a big number in there.
Yeah, I had the whole bag, 20x.
Yeah.
So I closed my closed P&L was like $80, but the fees were still too high.
Yeah.
Because of the high
because you 20x'd with 10K or whatever, almost 10K. So you had a $200,000 trade in there.
Scalp trading, baby.
All right, I'll be back.
But I mean, I'm glad that I did because because
it still continued to go against you.
They instantly reversed right after that. So my short, I would have been down a lot more.
The chart said hold my beer. Right?
Yeah, I was like, thank God I got it anyways.
Blood, you got a real estate meeting today, bro? You looking spiffy in that suit jacket there, bro.
Hey, I'm going to meet Coochie Harris.
Coochie Harris.
Does my microphone sound bad?
I heard somebody say that.
It does?
Not too bad. You were kind of cutting out at one
loud
point,
because
though.
sometimes
Oh man, I break, dude. So I got this nice microphone. I set up and it was sounding great, but
Maybe you got your
you sound
probably
far
got the
away.
gate. You got the gain of the gate.
Gain. I mean, your gain is too high.
Let me turn it down. And I also fell asleep on it, and so it's like halfway broken because it's got like big cushion.
I drooled all over it.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was during like one of the trade sessions or something. You know, keep an eye on a trade, and like I'm like, what? Do I have a pillow on my desk? Like I know I'm like kind of sleeping right now on something soft. And I'm like, damn, it's my microphone.
Is that my dildo or my microphone underneath my pillow?
Oh,
Is it better now? Is it better now?
It just sounds normal to how your mic usually sounds to me.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
just
know.
seems like you're clipping. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if your gain is too high.
That's what I was gonna say. It almost sounds like it's coming straight from the microphone without going through whatever software you're using.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Maybe. All right.
God damn it! It did it. Oh, I should be making mad money right now, and all my settings are fucked up because I picked this. I didn't set everything right.
Welcome to Trading Wars, ladies and gentlemen, where things get wild. Smash that like if you have not already. Shout out to our sponsors real quick. Shout out to Fairdesk for providing all the liquidity. Thank you guys very much. We love the updates, the every 10-minute updates on the leaderboard. I will be posting those over on X. If you guys aren't following me there, make sure to do that. Shout out to TONALD on TON if you're looking to get into the Trump meme coin on TONcoin. That's tonald.io. That'll teach you or show you the 3-step process to grab that. And then shout out to Market Cypher, the premier trading indicator of Trading Wars.
Oh, I see. Because I don't have much of a balance left.
I lost all my money.
All 10,000 already gone.
No, it's because I'm in that other trade.
Yeah,
So,
much margin.
right.
Didn't give you didn't have enough margin left to do.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
TradeFly, how's the shitcoin wheel treating you, bro?
It's all right. I just opened a short on PayPay. I went kind of big on it though.
Okay.
Probably wasn't the smartest move,
Trying
but
to
I see some resistance there.
Claw some profits back.
Yeah, trying.
I like it. Who's got an altcoin they want to give me some TA on? Let's show some charts. Who wants to do a little TA for me today?
On what coin?
Trade intuition. You pick. Give me an alt, not ETH.
We'll do. Let me share my screen.
Appreciate you, bruh. If you guys aren't following Trade Intuition, here's your opportunity to see whether you like his style. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, so we'll do AR.
What is it?
AR.
Okay.
15.
Yeah. So we'll clear everything. So what you want to, so in futures, of course, we're like going to like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. But just for regular trades, you just want to do, of course, where the pivots are at, or swings, or where the price changes direction. It's all the same thing. So what you want to do is you want to go to your magnet tool, go to your horizontal line. Of course, all this is over here. I just have it favored to where it's started. And you just do your range high and your range low. So range high, range low, where the pivots are at, and then find kind of like a middle, which would be right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were thinking about entering this trade, and with me, I do everything like super, super simple. If you were thinking about entering this trade, you wouldn't. You would wait because it's right underneath resistance. Okay. So you would either wait for it to come down, and then more than likely it might find support right here at this level. So it might either do this, but you wait until the 4-hour candle closes above this level, 35.23. If the 4-hour candle closes above this, then of course you enter the trade. Now, if it comes up here and it comes back down, more than likely, I don't do patterns, but I do see them. More than likely, people are going to call this a double top. Measured move is somewhere down here. And then sure enough, price may come down here. And then now, once it comes up and it crosses this level of resistance, 4-hour candle must close above that level. Then you enter the trade. More than likely break above this. Keep on going.
Is that your typical? Is that typically what you like to do? 4-hour candles? Is that a lot of what you look at when you're trading?
4-hour candles right now, just because due to the market. So because we get a lot of pullbacks and wicks on the 4-hour candles. If you trade on the 1 hour and you're like, oh, it broke out, we have a candle close above it. It's on the 1 hour time frame, and then the next candle will go and then it'll come down. But if you're trading on the 4 hour, you'll see that it's just a wick and you're not ready yet. So it just depends on the market, where you're at in the market, and also the market cap too. So if you have a small market cap, you might want to get in faster because it moves faster. So
I like you looking for confirmations on a little bit higher time frame. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on how you trade, right? There's going to be people in here that trade long term. I know, like Face, when he's streaming like his huge trades, I'll see him sometime on the 1 second, 10 second, 30 second. I mean, some really short time frames. But obviously, that's dependent on how you're trading, what you're looking for.
If you're trading with leverage, because leverage, it really counts. Because if you're doing a 10x leverage, 5x leverage, so a 1% move, well, it just times that amount.
And so, are you on a typical basis when you're streaming? If you're doing any live stuff, are you not trading on leverage or just using really low leverage?
No, I don't. I only trade on the live stream, regular spot trades.
Okay.
For the futures, I'll do that in my group. But the people who watch my channel, it's more so like beginners or people who are sharpening their skills.
Okay.
But
you're
so
teaching them some simple ways to trade, and not showing them how to get wild with it.
Yeah, because I mean, if they're gonna do leverage and they don't know how to trade, forget it. Just donate your money.
My bot keeps entering me in fucking trades on its own. Or I'm sorry, it's not a bot. It's acting like a bot. It keeps throwing me into new bonk trades.
You've got a bot. You've got an AI bot going rogue on you, Crow, live on the stream.
Dude, you think I'm playing? I was in one, and I got like a 1.5. What was I at? I got like a 1.4% ROI on it. Okay, cool. I closed it out. I'm like, fuck it. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. And it keeps opening new ones. This is the second one it's opened on me.
Well, did it only open or close half of the position? Did you not fill the whole?
Maybe
position?
That's what it did.
Probably
should have closed the whole damn thing though. I said quick close.
And you can maybe go to your active orders to see if there's any current open orders that haven't been filled yet.
You guys have got about 6 minutes to be either in or out. Well, I mean, you got 6 minutes to get out of the trades on Bonk and Pepe. TradeFly, how's Pepe treating you?
Not good. Down like 50 bucks right now. So had a little bounce.
As if the show's not hard enough, then you get a crap coin that you have to jump in on with 10K worth of margin. I get it. It makes it difficult.
Yeah, I did. I was silly. I went market open, so that actually went down below the price, and then it bounced off VWAP. So here I am stuck.
Alex O wants to apologize to everybody that he's not here to whoop that ass. So just want to
shout out to Alex O, out of game.
Out of game.
How we looking on that scoreboard?
Well, I just had it pulled up. I just didn't know whether anybody wanted to feel this pain or not. Blood said, "Hey, Blood said, hold on a second. Mine's green. How's that scoreboard looking over there?" we got Evan Aldo up on top of $217. We've got Johnny at up about $52.75. Blood up about $30. FD obviously is not here today, but has immunity, and then it's just kind of downhill from there.
It's not showing mine, right?
I don't.
Trade intuition.
Yes, I see you. Yep, you're ANNO. It's probably because you didn't put the actual name in, but yes, you're down $18.47. It looks like.
CryptoKeeper, is that because I did close out a trade? I'm thinking Evan is just still has a trade open, and he's probably up 207.
I closed it out. I closed it out at that area. That was how much I made, and that was after fees too. So it's a pretty good indication.
Yeah, it's giving you solid numbers every 10 minutes. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh, okay, because my P&L for today is 108 plus the 56 that I still have in an open trade here. So I'm wondering why it's saying.
I had let me look, because I had you at the start of the show at like $12 to the negative, because I wrote it down when Blood pointed out that, hey, I should take that down. You were down $12. It says you're up 52. That'd be $64 total. I don't know. We'll take a peek at it. We'll pay attention to it. But I want to shout out to Alex O Crypto. Thank you very much for the commie coin, aka the Canadian dollar coming at
Kamala dollar. You got the Kamala dollar, baby.
That's right. Because all you guys are family. Thank you for being good people and content creators. So appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I got a question, man.
That's all I keep hearing. Oh my God.
Are we not gonna be doing this on Thursday since we're gonna be at the event, right? Like the gulag on Thursday.
I'm glad that you asked me that. You and I are both going to be there. Crow's not going to be there. So yeah, we're probably going to have to defer to next week unless, well, I'm guessing your schedule's not going to allow for it anyway, Face, right?
Say what?
What if I had the ability to do it? Is your schedule even going to allow for it? Because that'll be.
I don't have a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not pre-planned. I'm just
trying to think of what's happening on Thursday.
We're going to be at the event. You know, like we're going to be in Nashville, and so
let's roll it over to next week. And so whoever loses this week, you will be on next week. And so we'll probably have two people. Might be a 1v2 next week. We got to roll with it because everybody is going to be.
All right, cool. Yeah, we can have a triple gulag. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
So Johnny, back to the real estate thing, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
And you don't have to answer any questions you don't want an answer. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know everything, so I'll give you my answer.
Like I don't know, how much details you're willing to. You know what I'm saying? But
what's the address of your last purchase?
Kind of. I was wondering, maybe if you're able to share, maybe what states or countries some of your houses are in, and then have you raised rent over the past few years?
So I've only raised rent once because I bought 2 houses during COVID in Arizona, and then I recently purchased another home here in Colorado. And that's the one I'm currently living in. But I'm waiting for rates to go lower because I put down about 35% on this house in Colorado so that I wouldn't have any private mortgage insurance. And so when rates drop, I'm wanting it to get down a basis point, maybe 2 basis points, so I can refi and keep my payment lower. And then I can take some extra money out and borrow. So then I can go purchase another house with 20% down. And that's my ideology for this stuff. So I own 3 houses right now, but I'd like to continue adding them to the portfolio just for, monthly income on stuff. And then I also have with, I guess that's getting too far into things. But to answer your question, CryptoFace, no, just Arizona and Colorado. And I have raised rent. And I probably will continue to raise rent every time I switch renters, right? And so
I raise every year 5%.
Yeah, okay.
You kind of probably need to.
I mean,
shit, look at the economy.
No, the thing is, I read this in a book one time. It was more so pertaining to sales, right? You selling a product, you should or a service you provide. You should raise every year to get your customer accustomed to an increase. Very marginal, small. Right. Just have a raise of whatever you pick.
Yeah, because 5% on $2,000 goes to 2,100. Right.
Correct.
It's not a huge number.
Yeah. Have you ever had anybody leave because of the 5% increase? No. So they've all
it's too small of a yep. So that's what I'm saying.
You got to understand, Blood owns half of Detroit since he was buying Bitcoin at $92. You know what I mean?
I only own
Blood, are you in Detroit right now? Or is that where you're out of?
What's that?
Are you local in Detroit?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, because I'm actually in a hotel room here in Detroit right now.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be here?
Hey, hold on. Do I need to pass my bulletproof vest over to you, Johnny? You're a white guy in Detroit. You need to.
Yeah, I don't know. And I've got a real punchable face here, so
Oh my god.
I'm only down here.
You kind of look like that kid that got knocked out dancing on the street corner. That dude jumped out of the car and socked his ass. You know the video I'm talking about?
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's just dancing, minding his own business.
Yeah.
My ideology is to, you don't have to say F you. You can say something nice to somebody, but also say F you at the same time. And then as long as you hang around with guys that are much bigger than you, you're good. You're golden.
There it is. Everybody just hang out with Crow,
But Blood, no, with my renters, if I've got a good renter in there, I want to keep them happy, and I haven't raised it. So whenever they leave, then I'll do it. And I'll find out if I get 2 or 3 different contracts from people. I'm like, I'm priced in too low. maybe I should go up. But
right,
my whole goal is to try to refi so that my payment is low. So for like one example, I've got a 4,500 square foot house in Arizona. It's in like a retirement neighborhood. So somebody has to qualify for like $10,000 a month to be able to do this. And my rent is $3,600 a month, but my mortgage on it is only $2,400 because my interest rate is at 2.5.
Right. Yeah.
Was it hard to find a good like property manager?
Oh yeah, it definitely was. I fired 3 different people.
Wow.
Because I had an argument with one because they were taking pet rent. I was like,
well, they were pocketing it. They were pocketing it.
Yeah. My property manager was like, yeah, we charge $150 for pet rent, and I'm all putting it into my balance sheet as far as like, okay, this is what it is. I'm paying a pool guy, I'm paying a landscaper, like all this stuff. Like I just want to delegate that stuff to the property manager. But then once I found out that they were keeping all the fees, I was like, this isn't good. So that was a nightmare. But yeah, especially being out of state, having a good property manager is key. And
I was going to ask, why did you have one with, you had said you had 3 properties?
Well, because I mean,
out of state, you would have to. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, out of state for sure. But even in state, I would much rather pay somebody to delegate with, hey, the AC unit's out, blah, 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 blah. I just somewhat get the bill with my not my renter's insurance, but my home warranty or something. And I don't have to worry about anything. I can continue with other stuff because it's a stress for me. I've got some family members that are bigger in real estate than I am, and they manage it themselves. They make more money than I do.
That's all they do, though.
Yeah,
they got to be local though.
They're tied to everything that happens. Whereas you're saying, hey, I just don't want to touch it. I'm willing to make less money, but my time is more valuable than the extra money that I would otherwise make. And
it's only a small percentage of my portfolio. Like it's not something that is 100% there. This is more of like a long-term, like if anybody is looking for somewhat of learning how to do this, Rich Dad Poor Dad is an awesome book. Yeah, he's got like 4,900 homes, so it's not really like in practice. You're not going to really be able to marginalize with them with, hey, this is how it happens. But you could start building.
Does he have that many homes?
Yes.
4,900 homes.
Yeah, something like
that. I don't think it's actual houses. It could be apartments and other stuff.
Still, I don't care. That's
4,900 doors, probably.
4,900 doors. Yeah. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, and you know that he's not the property manager on those suckers. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Possible, yeah.
Hey, you know what one of his favorite commodities are? Cattle.
So, what are you saying, Face?
Cattle.
I said you know what one of his favorite commodities is?
Gotcha. Cattle.
And Robert Kiyosaki?
Cattle.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. And I've read most of his books. So thank you, Crypto Face. I did not know that.
Oil too.
Yeah, he's a huge cattle guy. Huge cattle guy.
But I mean, here, this is a crypto channel. We're super bullish on stuff. Like I'm huge on the whole ideology of staking and for people living off of staking rewards with an asset. Like one of my, as far as like, I'm 33 and I used to be a financial advisors in my 20s, but I couldn't stand what kind of a person I was becoming. I was just becoming a dickhead going after all these life insurance policies for people. And I wasn't even managing people's money. I was sending it to some stupid mutual fund. And I know damn well that you can do better in investing. Just invest your money. Like if you're investing in a 401k, if you just took that money and put it in the S&P 500, you would quadruple your amount at the end of your working life because you're not paying some stupid management company.
Or a target date fund. You could do
the only issue is if your employer gives you the matching, obviously, then that's
then if they go up to 4%, do 4%, but you should still be doing more. But my point is hold on, cutie, is it's the 3% rule is making.
She's so excited.
Sorry, I've got a 3-year-old. The reason I'm at a convention here with my wife, so I'm Mr. Mom at the moment, and this just happened. Dude. And so, CryptoKeeper, I appreciate you still let me.
Of course, dude. Hey, I've
got a 3-year-old. Real estate wars, ladies and gentlemen.
Crusader can have a 3-year-old soon. We got a bunch of people in here who've got young kiddos.
For COVID babies.
I will just finish what I say and then shut the F up. my ideology on investing is the 3% rule. Is you're getting 3% back in whatever it is to live. So for that, let's just say $2 million at 3%, you're going to make what, 80-ish grand a year. That's something that you could have a decent life off of, but then the underlying asset is going to continue to grow. You're not taking money out to live on something like that. And I think that's what people should shoot for. And especially their best investing years are right now, right? As soon as you can hit the ground at 18, you should open up a brokerage account and get into crypto and all sorts of stuff. And we live in a world of instant gratification where you need to make this million X right off the bat, where I hold no meme coins or anything in my portfolios because it's all about just deposit a little bit every week and just continuing rounding up on stuff. But anyway, it's not sexy.
Another question for Johnny. I have 5 more questions.
5 more.
No.
You're getting paid for an AMA today, Johnny.
Like one thing that I feel like the main thing I've learned with investing over the past few years was don't invest if you don't get a check like immediately. Get your cash flow. So like that's why I love real estate, and like unless it's like a homie, you know what I'm saying, and you know, but like when it comes to like serious investing, like I only buy into businesses that are already running and start sending me checks immediately, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, just like the Caspa thing. Like that's technically a check that I get every month. Like that's so yeah, that's real estate.
So you're an entrepreneur. You're not somebody that's like going to be there starting up, and you don't want to be in the inner workings where people come to you for HR problems or anything.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like most ideas don't even have the structure to support that. Like you can have the greatest idea, but it's like, okay, you need a sales force to call people and get the deal done. You need this, you need that. So it's like, man, there's so many good ideas out there, but at the end of the day, like you need people to you need soldiers to put the work in, you know?
Yeah. So one of my big things, I'm in real estate also. I took some of the profits from last, we'll say, bull cycle. And when it was starting to work its way down, I was like, all right, I need to diversify. And so I identified a target market, which was Milwaukee, specifically in Wisconsin. So you can buy
because they burnt the whole city down. So you were
you can buy low and you can rent high. And so then I started crunching the numbers, and I had a big spreadsheet. I joined a mastermind group. So I was doing this every weekend, early AF, getting up, joining this group and having people help me with the process as I was going through it. And that was invaluable. Like if I could recommend anything to anyone, is get in a mastermind group if you're trying to pick up something new. It's kind of like when you guys consume yourself with this crypto content, you know, you're watching all these people that are trading live, like now, you know, you're consuming yourself with it. Well, same thing with real estate. Get into a group and learn actually how it works. And I did that. And same thing. I had a cash flow before I would enter or actually buy the home. So I ended up with 2 duplexes in Milwaukee, sight unseen. And both of them are cash flowing right now. I think I netted about 15K last year, but that's really a key point, is finding a target market. And you know, one of you had mentioned it, a lot of places right now have flipped, and it's better to rent than it is to buy. And so you got to, you know, it's a matter of crunching the numbers, just kind of like you do now when you're doing a trade. But you know, that's kind of how I was going after it.
No, thank you, TradeFly. That's all.
There's so many different I mean, I think we've got a group of people on here that are just have the entrepreneurial spirit, right? We're all figuring out different ways and means to be able to do what we want to do and trade instead of just straightforward trading time for money.
I would find. I'll sum it up on Real Estate Wars with this. Don't think your home you live in, your primary home, is not an investment, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to get that out there.
100%.
Not an investment.
Think about the people that
it's a liability, though. It's
a liability.
Yes, it is
a liability. That's what I mean. Yep. So if you're gonna get into real estate, if you're gonna put a chunk of your money in that, make sure it's in an investment home, not the home you live in.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
For sure.
I agree. I need to have one of your buttons, Crypto Blood, of the air horns.
Right.
My home, the home I lived in for the longest time. In fact, I was forced into it because the guy I was renting from wanted to sell, and yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm going to get stopped out of my Ethereum trade that I have left open. We'll see.
Well, it hasn't treated you too bad.
Bitcoin, it's not going up. I thought Bitcoin went up, but Ethereum didn't go up.
Yeah, Ethereum's pulled back. I'm watching it now.
Yeah, I'm telling you that Ethereum is some bullshit. That's why I don't trade that anymore. I don't trade that. I do think actually one of my record trades was with Ethereum. I was shocked to see it. Like I went back and watched one of my old like videos when I had like a killer trade session, and I saw Ethereum on there. I'm like, damn, there was one time I had a good trade with it. It was a good one. Never again did it happen.
Bitcoin's up
remember the time you were down
$300
$300,000 with
up like $2.
Go, Johnny.
Sorry, Evan. I think I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, CryptoFace. Remember a few years ago, the time you were down 300K with an Ethereum long, and then it came all the way back.
Yes, I do. I think it may have gone down to 400,000, and then but yeah, it was 300 or 400. That sucked.
Dude, I can't imagine the type of money that you're trading with. Like whenever I go into one of those live streams, it baffles me. I'm like, I don't know how I don't know how, for one, you got the nuts to do it, and two, I guess what is it called? Work is what creates confidence. Is like it's just as simple as that. Is if you truly know what you're doing, you can be confident at it and not really be stressed and worried about it.
But Johnny, isn't it like anything else, right? So like you look back to, let's just say when you're 18 and you're rubbing two nickels together to try to get through every day, right? Then you fast forward 5 years and all of a sudden, hey, I got a couple $1,000 in an account. Then you fast forward 5 more years. Hey, I've got a house now. You fast forward 5 more years. Hey, I've got 3 houses or whatever. And so I guess what I'm getting at is I think just that, like things just continually, or at least you hope that they do, unless you get, have some sort of a huge issue in your life, they continue to get more and more, normalized as you continue to grow. And obviously Face, I can't speak for him, but I know Market Cypher has been really successful. He's been really successful with trading. So I would think that it's just like anything else. It started off smaller. I don't think he started off making multi-million-dollar trades, right? Just grew up to that. And now that's just like the kind of norm of what he's doing, the same way as you're, throwing around money on houses. You wouldn't have been able to do that 10 years ago or whatever, right? Kind of same idea, right?
No, experience.
Yeah. And then just being blessed with obviously growth of whatever businesses or whatever entities that you're,
But
running.
I will probably definitely put myself out here as far as the net worth of some people in this room are probably triple, quadruple of my own. And see, but
not in this scoreboard, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I can't believe I haven't been stopped out.
Wait, who's in second place?
Crusader, have you been trading lately, bro? How's your trading been, man? If you've been trading lately.
You mean on the show or just like in general?
No, just in general.
I was doing good a few weeks back. Made like about $1,000, and then I lost it all the next following week. I've been taking a break from trading outside of that. So I haven't been doing too much trading.
I've been there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like if you want to survive in the long term, there's like so much regret that comes with it. At least for me, I can't speak for other people because some people like don't have it, but I feel like there's so much regret. Like, damn, I could have stayed in. Damn, I should have sold, even though it was the safer thing to do. And like dealing with making not the perfect decision every time. Like at the end of the day, the right decision is just to take the profits and not force trades. It is a daily battle to like not force trades and take profits.
It's hard.
So, yeah, it is. Yep.
It's super hard. Greed has always been my biggest downfall with trades. I was talking to Trade Intuition before the show about that a little bit, how I've forced myself into, because I've been actually doing well for me trading recently. And the thing that I've done, I've added a little bit more to the size of my positions, but I'm willing to take a smaller win. I'm willing to take a 10, 15, 20, 25% win. Whereas before, when Crusader and I started trading together, I mean, Crusader will joke on me, I'm sure, because he's seen me do it. Like, I'll put the whole freaking bag in there, leverage that thing up, and just strap in and see what happens. Like, I'm not doing that now. I'm actively trying to say, hey, the greed needs to take a back seat. I want to actually make some money and make some smart decisions on a smaller level, and then that'll grow.
I'll tell you what.
You know what else I realized? I looked at my total P&L back like 2 years, and it goes slightly up and to the right, up and down. It's in waves. Like, it goes good for 2 months, bad for 2 months, or it's 1 and 1 or 2 and 2. But it's crazy. It's like it goes up and then it goes down. And so I just had an up curve, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna chill out then. Like, I need to. Now that I'm my own worst enemy after I have a lot of success.
A run.
Yep. Every single time.
Well,
Do you think it's overconfidence? Is it overconfidence, or it's just, hey, the statistics say that if you continue to trade, the house is going to win sometimes.
It's statistics. I'm sorry. The more you trade, the more you're going to most likely lose.
It's you get lazy. Like after a bunch of wins, I might fall asleep on a trade with no protection. I'll put in moves just because, like, oh well, whatever. I'm clicking the little thing and putting in 5%. Oh damn, now that 5% is a bigger number. So it's a whole mix of things. But yeah, my biggest pride comes before the fall. So that's what I've been trying to work on.
If you have, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I was down like a G. I finally just closed it out. I only ended up down 150, but Jesus, I just bagged in.
How much were you down by the most?
A G.
He said he was down like a grand. He's down 434 right now. It looks like, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got to update again.
Liquidated.
Yeah, I'm like $1.50 now.
Bro's taking a beating today.
I just closed out. I'm done.
Yeah, congrats to Evan, because I added to my position that was left in there, and then ended up getting stopped out, which at a market deal ended up losing $20 or something. So my profit.
We got about 5 minutes left, short of somebody making a big move. It looks like Evan will take the what's the word I'm looking for? The immunity for next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
But guys, since we're talking on like the psychological part of trading, like the biggest thing that for me that I get into trouble with stuff is trying to cash checks that aren't already there, where I'm like, okay, if I move my take profit up, I'm like, hey, look at how much money I can get if this sucker is to go to all-time highs or something. And like what CryptoFace said, usually the right answer is always just taking money off the table. You know, don't count your money until it's off the table.
You got to have a circuit breaker. That's what I do every week. If I hit my target on profits, I just circuit break. So in my case, because I automatically trade, I just take all the profits off and leave a little bit in there, because I trade off percentages. I just leave a little bit in there for the rest of the week. That way, it's no way I could lose my profits.
That's something I've been doing, Blood. I've been taking my wins and then boom, transferring and having just a set amount that I'm willing to trade with.
Yeah,
so that
that's the only way to me, consistently, that's the only way you can win. I mean, it doesn't matter what strategy you use over time. If you don't have that circuit breaker where you're saying, okay, if I hit my target for the day or the week,
take it
and leave the rest on the table, it just over time, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Quick question for CryptoFace, dude. Do you ever leave trades open overnight, or do you close them out before?
All the time.
But do you have like a set process of trying to save yourself if you were to get like just a pin bar candle or something, just this long wick, that's the worst, is like waking up and seeing it go down and then retrace back?
The only time where I don't have like 5 stop losses spread out, that's what I do. Like, I don't have it all just at one point. Then it's like sure to get hit, but I'll set like 5 different stops, like splitting, and it's kind of different every time. The only time where I'll leave a trade wide open is if I do it on accident and like I just pass the fuck out or something. But yeah, honestly, it's my preferred way to trade is to enter the trade and walk away from it. Like that's why a lot of times it's a struggle.
Damn.
Because you're saying then you're not fighting against yourself. You literally are.
Yeah, you trust your analysis. And so most of my trades, I enter them and then it's like walk away. Of course, you set it I'm not saying you do it with no protection, but sitting there and staring at it nonstop typically is a tough thing to do. It also kind of depends on the time frame you're trading. But yeah, most of the time I like entering the trade, coming back to it the next day, and it's like, okay, what I thought was going to happen happened, and yeah, zigzagged in between. But each one's different. But yeah, I love sleeping with trades open for sure.
Okay,
Evan, I like
same
the idea of
question,
the multiple stops too.
Because you've kind of kicked everyone's ass today. Do you ever have trades open overnight?
Yeah, I mean, it totally. I mean, like 80 to 90% of the time, I just set a stop loss and set a first take profit. So it all depends. If it's more of a swing trade, it could take weeks. I've had trades take weeks to play out. Other times, you get volatility where it plays out quicker. So, I mean, sometimes like if it's a trade that I was like like a day trade on lower time frames and it hasn't played out, I'll close it out for a slight gain or slight loss depending on how things look. But for a swing trade, it doesn't. I keep trades open all the time, but there's a stop loss in. I mean, there's one of the biggest things that you should know for trading. One of the first things most people teach you is that you should have a specified amount that you're comfortable losing on the particular trade. I mean, you should be comfortable losing at least 3 or 4 trades in a row. It's all about risk management in that situation. So keeping trades in overnight.
Today.
Crow, what was that? Holy shit, what was that? That was Crusader, wasn't it? No? Crow, I don't remember what season it was, but what was the season where you forgot you had a trade open and fell asleep?
I did that twice.
And then woke up liquidated, like full on account gone, liquidated.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now, but kind of on purpose because I'm on a roll, so I have to see shit through. I don't like to say, I tried and failed. I figure if I'm gonna try to,
it's 2:30. It is 2:30. So let's take a peek here at what we got going on. Let's check in. All right, close out the trades, gents. Evan Aldo earning his way. Good day today, Evan. Up looks like $217 net. So, Evan, you are going to have immunity next week.
Cool.
Congrats. Johnny Crypto had a good day today. Blood looks like he had a good day. FD obviously had immunity this week. He's traveling, so shout out to him. I know he was in the chat. Crusader just took a small loss. Trade Intuition, small loss. TradeFly, dude, you came back big time because you were down $1,000 and you ended up down 150. So
I bagged in. I just didn't say nothing.
Shout out to you on that. I mean, shoot, you definitely came back from there. And then More Light, I mean, dude, losing a couple $100 on some trades, not terrible. Crow, you took an absolute beating today, just like Face did the other day. We all have those days. So Crow, you are going to be in what's going to be a 3-person deal next Thursday, since this Thursday we have the Bitcoin conference. So for those of you
so I've got like a couple weeks. That's
cool. so it'll be
so busy,
next
dude.
Thursday. Yeah,
that's cool.
It'll be next Thursday. It'll be you and Face and then somebody else. So everybody watching, there will not be Trading Wars this Thursday. Make sure to follow all of the creators on here, guys. They are literally not getting paid to do this, coming onto the stream, having some fun, sharing some knowledge, talking about everything from trading to real estate to politics. We love you guys. I appreciate all of you. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see a bunch of you at the upcoming Bitcoin conference this week. And for you in the chat, question everything, trust nothing except for Keeper. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Peace.